Reality Check is a program dedicated to showing kids situations they should avoid and the consequences if they fail to do so. This is where they get their cards. On their cards shows them what they've gotten themselves into and where they must go for their actions. Some places are helpful, some places are not.
So I'm at an underage drinking party with my friends, and I get under the influence and have several drinks. And then I am pressured into unwanted sexual activity, and then from someone I met at this party. And the next day, I realized that I've been raped, and the fear that I could be pregnant or have contracted an STD. So I don't know what to do and don't want to notify the police. So I call my friend who tells me about SARP.
Because of your age, it does have to be reported to the police.
Okay.
But if you'd like, I can go with you to the police station.
All right.
And also, you'll probably need to be examined at the hospital. So I can be there with you if you want, so we can talk to the nurse examiner together.
Okay.
Make sure that your concerns are being addressed.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
So I'll give you a brochure on what describes what a healthy relationship looks like. And if you start seeing anything, any signs of someone treating you in a way that makes you feel bad about yourself, then you need to find a trusted adult to talk to.
Thank you very much.
And you get a pencil.
Thank you. Okay, where to next?
Okay, we had done some testing 2 weeks ago, and the good thing is your STDs are negative. You do not have an STD. Unfortunately, you are pregnant. So we are going to have, after I give you a little information, we are going to have you go over here to the pregnancy clinic.
To you guys.
Hi.
My name is Sally.
Huh?
My name is Haley.
Hi, Haley. What brings you to the clinic?
I do not have an STD, but I have gotten pregnant because I was raped at an underage drinking party.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to get information from you guys about pregnancy.
So you have some choices that you can make. You can, think about adoption or even the possibility of keeping the baby. You do have 3 more years of school that you're looking at, and then whether or not you have goals of going on to college or not. Some things to really think about. But we want to show you what it's like to feel like you are pregnant.
Right now I'm at the party, I guess.
This is the party. This is where they simulate trying to do everyday things, including driving, while intoxicated. Let's take a quick break to show the effects of marijuana on the body.
Come on over here and we'll look at the effects of marijuana. Help us out, Ashley.
So what do you know about marijuana?
Not much. Good answer.
Yeah.
So it's going to reduce your motivations, make you paranoid and anxious, give you those sleepy eyes. Maybe you've seen somebody with that. A dry mouth. Because you're inhaling, who knows what, when you're getting your marijuana. You can get the throat cancer, which leads to your lung disease. You're increasing your blood pressure, which is going to affect your heart rate. Your heart rate affects your blood pressure. You're going to get the munchies because everything's moving a little bit faster. Weakens your immune system, so you're going to be not only tired and sleepy, you're going to be sick. Of course, it decreases the sex drive in males and lowers their sperm count. And in women, it gives you the irregular menstrual cycles and birth defects.
Okay, so
Arms in. Here we go. Okay, baby school's not a good idea, but then what are you going to do? Drop out?
I don't know, maybe do homeschooling. Maybe I'll have my mom.
You're going to support the baby.
I don't know. It's a lot of
Especially if the father's
decisions.
not involved.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
decisions.
emotional issues too, being a product of rape.
Yes.
Dealing with that. Probably a good
Do
idea.
you easily get into your chair at school with your desk in front of you? Would that feel kind of awkward?
I'm a little tall. about 5'7", it's still a little hard to like sit in there. So
yeah, imagine doing it with that.
Yeah, really.
Now, oh, you just dropped your pencil case. You get that?
Oh, your shoe's untied too while you're at it. You think you can get that? There you go.
There you go. Okay, we'll get it for you. You'll have a good friend.
Oh my goodness.
That's difficult, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And then once you finally get rid of that belly, it doesn't just go away. You have a baby.
Yeah.
Screaming, crying,
Life.
baby, baby.
You're responsible.
Puking. Yes, they puke a lot too.
I'm guilty of that one.
So I know you mentioned your mom a lot, that she would help you and all of that, but in reality, like, you're the mom
Yeah.
now. You're the one that's responsible. You're the one that has to buy the diapers and the formula. It's not mom's job.
Did you see the cost of raising a baby?
No, I did not.
In a single year, it's almost $16,000. And that's not including the birth.
Wow.
They thought was causing more cancer. I have to think about specific. And because they're talking about the allergies and asthma, how much.
There you go.
Okay. Watch my mom do this. Sometimes.
So you talked or pressured this girl into having sex with you. Well, she goes and makes a complaint, and then the following morning we come and arrest you for sexual assault. And we take you to jail. But first of all, before we go to jail, we're going to take you to the ER to have evidence collected. So I am taking the custody because up at the emergency room, detective will be up there, and as the ER staff collects evidence, he'll take possession. So I'll come right over here.
Danton. Hi, Danton. Why are you here today?
I have had sexual assault charges filed against me.
Okay, Danton. So, when you come into the emergency room, you'll usually be accompanied by a police escort. You'll be handcuffed. When you get into your room as someone who's been accused of sexual assault, we would put a plastic sheet on the floor. We would ask you to undress completely, taking off your underwear, including socks and shoes, everything. That goes onto the plastic sheet. We would wrap it up, and that becomes part of evidence in the sexual assault case. After that, we would put on a gown, which looks like that. I don't know if you've had a hospital gown on before. You're completely naked underneath it, except it opens in your back. So that's what you would be wearing right now. So if you take a seat, Danton, we will begin.
Fingernails we're going to collect in case there's any kind of skin cells or anything under there. Collect that.
And I'm going to get a DNA sample from a cheek swab. So if you open your mouth and just brush each cheek, and that gets added to the collection.
We're going to go through your hair with a comb to get any kind of fibers, anything that may have been left behind as evidence, okay?
I'm going to fingerprint you to also add to the evidence kit here. We'll just do one finger. Okay. It's right on the paper there. There we go. We do that to all of your fingers.
Let's take a break for a quick demonstration on texting and driving.
Oh, wow.
Next intersection, turn right.
You know, before you were texting, you were doing pretty well. And I would say while texting, your ability to drive would be down.
Turn to you.
Alright, so I have to go here for counseling.
You can do two. I'll do one.
Alright, I'll take it. Alright.
I want you to know that I love you. Your mother and I love you.
Why would you even choose
I
to
know
put
that.
yourself in this position?
And that baby is a blessing to our home.
Your friends. Who did you go to this
And we as
environment?
parents, our loving parents,
Are they your
we will do everything in our power to
friends?
help you. And your new
friends? Really, friend, you could be charged with first-degree sexual assault or with second-degree sexual assault of the child. And both of those are serious offenses. I mean, first-degree sexual assault is a sentence that can go up to 40 years in prison, depending on the facts. Second-degree sexual assault is up to 25 years in prison. So, I mean, they're very serious charges, even though your conduct may not fall within the higher spectrum of seriousness in comparison to, maybe a stranger assault or a rape or something like that. If you get probation, you still might be looking at 6 to 9, maybe 12 months in the jail. You're going to be required to register as a sex offender for a minimum of 15 years, maybe up to your lifetime, depending on what you're actually convicted of. There's also the fact that the victim's family may sue you and your parents civilly. And as a registered sex offender, you're going to have a lot of limitations on your career.
All just happened fast. I really happened. I mean, I don't remember the night. I remember the incident.
See, I'm having a problem here on many different levels. First of all, the fact that you got wasted enough to do that, or the fact that you would even do that, whether you were wasted or not, would just cause me to be very, very concerned about what kind of person you truly are. Okay? There's nothing good here, is there? We have butted heads and we have clashed numerous times over it. You've been in trouble in school for picking on other kids. Is there a lot of girls who won't talk to you anymore? Correct? We have done everything we could to work with the people at school. If there was something that we could have done, whether it was counseling, we would have done that for you.
Yep.
Okay.
And we probably will approach counseling again, try to see.
We've got to keep trying.
We've got to keep trying because you've got to be able to go out and work and do something, because even though you have this, there's going to be certain jobs, you can't do, but there are some jobs you can do. And that's what we're going to have to get you work toward, because you got to have a life too. We're not going to have you live with us forever. I'm going to tell you that right now. So you would be in like a sex offender counseling program. There are those. You'd probably be in some kind of drug and alcohol programming, counseling, that sort of thing, to try and get you back on track. And then we'll be working with social work.
Okay, so how did you feel about this experience? Oh, it was fun, really interesting. It was crazy to think like how many people actually do this and have to go through this, and just nuts. Like what I had to do was the pregnancy and carry around that baby the whole time. It was just like, couldn't do that in high school with everything going on. So, yeah, that's fun. Well, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
How did your overall experience with this go?
I really enjoyed it and had fun doing it, and it's really a good experience to have, to know more effects of drinking, like can be caused, not just like hangover and being drunk, all that stuff. Really good experience. Glad I participated in it.
Do you think this is helping kids today?
I think this is a great idea. It's going to show kids, kind of the consequences of some of the actions, because kids really don't think about what's going to happen when they make decisions. They just kind of go ahead and do it.
They may think it's fun to go out and party and drink, and this will show them what can happen. Not only the injuries that it can cause, but also legal consequences.
I believe it gives them a snapshot of what really could happen if they make some of these decisions, and I think part of it is just really about decision making and what those consequences are.
I think it puts an onus on the importance of, for us, from our side, getting through school and the ramifications about if you make a choice now, it affects you not only through the rest of your high school, but forever. And there's a long time between age 18 and death, 85 or whatever. It's not just about these years of high school.
Well, I think this is a terrific day. I mean, it's a great opportunity for the students to see a whole lot of different disciplines here, the courts, the insurance people, the medical, the law enforcement, to bring them all together. I've no doubt the students are going to be talking about this way beyond today. Those that have come through here dealing with the Intoxiclock have asked some very good questions, have been very attentive, and they wanted to know more, and that's a good sign.